Well, this is interesting. This is not the painting we've been working on. No. Then why is it on our easel, if I may ask? There's just one thing I don't like about it. Well, okay. I can understand that. If anybody's watched our past videos, then you know that this painting has been sitting right up on top of there for us to look at for, I don't know, the last several months. And it's kind of good practice, I think, to do that. That way, if you see any flaws, you can kind of go over and fix them before you go into the varnishing process. Is that what's happened here? Yeah, I've been staring at it and there's just one little thing that really annoys me about it. What is that exactly, sir? It's the glass she's holding. That one, right there. What's wrong with it? It doesn't look enough like a glass. Okay, any ideas on how we can fix it? Yeah, I think all we need to do is add a strong white highlight. A strong white highlight, you say? Okay, well, let's take a look at that glass real quick. Well, there it is, and I can see what you're talking about. There's a whole bunch of little things going on in there. But there's no real strong highlight coming down the glass. Or around the rim either. Okay, well, we haven't varnished it yet. Let's get in there and fix it, okay? Let's do this one in real time. How does that sound? Yeah, it should be a fairly quick fix since it's just one color or a neutral. Actually, white isn't a color, it's a neutral, they say. So yeah, let's just do it in real time. We'll mix your paint and let's get ready to go, okay? All right, there's our palette. Is our white still wet? Nope, we need some more. Winsor & Newton titanium white. Now right here I'm just trying to get as smooth as possible, just a very, very smooth consistency, mixing my acrylic paint with clean water. Cool, clean water. A little bit more water. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Now I've got so much paint down because right after this I've got to go back to work on the piece I'm currently working on, and curiously I'm using white in that piece. Do my brush around, spin, 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 pull up, pull up, pull up on the ribs of this old juice bottle. Why I didn't put this highlight on in the first place is probably a symptom of me having worked on this painting long enough and I just wanted to let it go. So sometimes it takes time to realize, oh, something's missing, something terrible is missing, and how can I remedy it? So I've got black here and here. So maybe I can pull that highlight up a little bit better. Let's see how this is going to lay down. Maybe a little bit of excess. Got to become somewhat careful there. All right, exhale, relax. Swipe. I think there'd be an accent here too. Be a little thicker. A little juicier. A little sparklier. Smooth. Don't drink caffeine before you do this. Don't smoke crack before you do this. In fact, don't ever smoke crack. I'm not sure, but they say it's not good for you. Dink, dink. Let's have our third over here. I don't know if I'm correct on this, but always in design, you just have a dominant, a subdominant, and a subordinate. So let's consider this. One of these two are dominants. See if I can smooth that out just a little bit more. We'll call that our dominant. Sorry, I always hold my breath. Subdominant. Boom. Let's throw this up as our subordinate. Here we go. Get that. It already looks better. But the real key to this all is, wait, do I want to bring that around? No, I think that's fine. I might want to do a little bit right here though. Let's see. God, I could even put a little sparkle in there, but then that goes against the frame of the piece. This is a depressing piece, so. Now then, where do I want to bring this line down? We need one thick, bam, line, I think, coming down. Some musty glass. I'm thinking two. Let me bring that down. I just like that shape better. I always just like shape. Get kind of lost making shapes, but that's all fine. So, is this the appropriate brush for a thick streak going down? Probably not. Let's clean it. Wipe it. Let's grab a different brush. Shit, you know, that's pretty bold. That's pretty big. Is that the line we want? You know, if I put on a line like that, it will be unmistakably glass. Let me see if I have a slightly smaller brush. Let's go into the brush bin, guarded by the mighty Han Solo and Boba Fett. Even though Disney bought them and screwed them up terribly bad, I'm still pretty fond of them. I think this brush might be a little bit better. Let's compare. Oops. Let's compare. Well, I don't know. I've got that song stuck in my head from that Coen Brothers movie. Buster Scaggs, I think it was called. Let's see. Want to do a double one, like one here. Boom. And then like another one here. Yeah, let's do that. And I guess I picked this brush out. I don't know if that was my first or second one. All right. Yeah, it's a scary moment, but what do you think? Got a neat shape there, but don't be in love with any of it. Here, where's that glass actually coming around? We're circling here. So I feel like the highlight would be like right here. Look at the cup. That was not as thick as I needed it to be, but that's okay. We'll just come back and do it again. Now I kind of got an outline for it. Cool water. How's that look? Looks a little crooked, doesn't it? Finger swipe. Oh, little finger swipe. Something went wrong there. That's all right. That's why I work wet. I can even kind of take this like this, I think. Let's just go in brazen. You know what? Think of the cup. Think of the line. Take your spot. Where does it feel? Feel it out. Where's it? Right here. Right here, I think. God, I got it too thin. So I'm really just fighting myself at this point. So let's go bold. Good finger painter when you paint like me, I think. We all start off finger painting, don't we? Except for those of us without fingers. But typically, everybody's got at least one. Let's line it up. What's that cup doing? Here it is. So that line's right. That line's right. Does that seem right? I do believe so. So I'm going to come back in. This time I'm pushing up. I don't know why. Not much of what I do makes sense, not even to me. I just feel like pulling's easier, but sometimes pushing is. All right, no, that's definitely crooked. Good Lord. Where am I going wrong? Measure it out right there. Measure it out right there. There we go. This needs to come all the way over to there. Just drag it through. That's better. Does that match? Where are we at? Where are we at? There. There, that's a little. We're almost there. We're almost there. Does that seem right? I think that seems right. Now I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to use my other brush though. I don't know if a glass really looks like this or anything, but this is a painting. I'm not actually making a glass. How's that? Looks more like it, doesn't it? Let's go in and really work it now. those of you out there who were born without a finger or fingers, I am not trying to make fun of you. I'm just a human being talking out loud. Not trying to be insensitive, I'm just speaking. But if you are offended, I do apologize. Now I at least have a shine going all the way through. It looks more like a glass than it did before. It's still like that, but it's just a little bit. There we go. Just need a little smoother. There we go. I think this one here too. This is a glass of a drunken, sad, surly woman drinking herself into depression, or rather aiding the depression. All right. You know, sometimes glasses have like that little bing, but those are typically in like round wine glasses. And so this is more of just something you drink whiskey out of, or vodka. We don't need to mess with that. Well, there's a line I completely and utterly forgot. Good God, no wonder it didn't look like a glass to me. There's a lot I missed in there, actually. So does that look better? Does it look more like glass? I do believe it does. All right. Well, do you feel any better? Yeah, I do. It looks a lot more like glass now than it did. Yeah, I think you're right. Let's take one more gander. Yep, definitely looks a little bit more like glass now. All right, thanks for watching. Hopefully that, I don't know, helped you out, at least helped me out with my painting on how to paint highlights on glass. This is Pete Addison, signing off.